Hi guys. My name is Dr. Briefly and today I will tell you about the movie Down. Jennifer stayed up at work until late at night. She still won't turn off her laptop. She wants to write to her ex that she will fly to New York tomorrow, but she doesn't dare. Finally, when the last office worker has left, Jen turns off her laptop without sending the email. The girl takes the gift she bought for Deck, a purse and a phone, after which she goes to the elevators. Guy is in a hurry to leave the office building. He ran into the toilet, and then came to the elevators. Guy works on the 42nd floor and Jennifer on the 49th. They almost simultaneously pressed the call button for the elevator. First the car took Jen, and then opened on Guy's floor. The two exchange short phrases as they drive down. Guy shows Jennifer a strange drawing on one of the walls of the elevator. There is a picture of a man in a box who cannot go outside. As soon as the elevator descends into the basement, the cabin stops abruptly. Guy and Jen are perplexed. They try to call for help, but no one answers. Cell phones don't pick up in the basement either. Ahead of a long weekend, and even a holiday, Valentine's Day. If they don't get out of the elevator today, they'll have to sit here for days. Jennifer is nervous. She needs to catch a plane. After discussing the situation, both understand that no one will be looking for them, which means they will have to get out on their own. Guy tries to pull the doors apart, but nothing comes out. They take turns trying to lift the ceiling panels, but this does not help. Then Guy and Jen resign themselves and decide to just wait. Jennifer is thirsty and Guy offers her his water or the wine he took home from the office. After some bickering, Jen agrees to the water and drinks it. And after a while she wants to go to the toilet. It's been 4 hours, and the girl continues to endure, so as not to do this in front of a stranger. Guy offers her to fix the need in a thermos, which the girl has in her bag, but Jennifer resists. However, he gives up when Guy promises not to look and plug his ears. To pass the time somehow, they chat about all sorts of nonsense and throw candy that Jen took with her from the office. Suddenly, finally realizing that up to this point their life had not been very good, the couple decides to uncork the wine and cheer themselves up. Jen and Guy each have a corkscrew in their bags. They hide the bottle, drink and share life stories. When the bottle was empty, the two found new entertainment. They took out a piece of paper and pens from their briefcases and began to draw each other. Along the way, Guy said that he had seen Jennifer in the building several times and that he liked her. Guy is a very nice guy. He is attentive, caring, nice, and Jennifer likes him more and more. They are interrupted into a warm conversation by a random noise from outside. It seems to them that this guard is checking the building. However, their cries are still unanswered. Guy's drawing turned out to be quite neat, but Jen depicted her companion in the elevator with fangs and a bottle in his hands. She wanted to joke, but was afraid that Guy would be offended. But Guy was not offended. He even liked Jen's caricature. Jennifer took out her phone to take a picture of Guy's drawing. She promised that if they got out of here alive, she would put this photo on her profile picture on social networks. The two then share ideas for them to eat now. From hunger, their bellies are already failing. Then they take a selfie. Guy offers to discuss something interesting, so as not to just sit there. Among the topics proposed by the guy was sex. Jennifer agrees to talk about sex, but wants to make the conversation more interesting. The phone she still held in her hands gave her an idea. The girl turns on the camera and starts recording. She asks Guy where he had the most unusual sex experience. Guy gets embarrassed and then Jen takes the initiative. She talks about her adventures in the library, after which she again points the camera at Guy, who admits that nothing like this has ever happened to him in his life. Jennifer asks him to come up with a story and Guy tells an erotic sketch about a trip with a girl in a car. At this moment, both are excited and a spark flashes between them. Jennifer and Guy begin to kiss, undress each other and make love on the elevator floor. Having finished, Guy admits that he is ready to fall in love with Jennifer. The girl moves away from him and becomes cold. Guy asks her about it and Jen admits that she was going to fly to New York to her ex and that she still loves him and wants to reconcile and that they just have casual sex with Guy. Guy is upset. He makes sure that he and Jen will not have anything and also decides to be more frank. I know a lot. For example, a tomato is a berry. He says that their meeting in the elevator is not accidental. That his name is not Guy, and that he works as a security guard in this building. Building security sees everything. He says that he has already seen Jen many times and wanted to get to know her. But she did not pay attention to the usual guard, then he decided to set up their incidents in the elevator. Guy, whose real name is John, has the key he used to lock the elevator. Seeing him, Jennifer tries to take away the key. They get into a fight and the key breaks. Jen manages to briefly knock out John, but he quickly came to his senses and hit Jen so that she lost consciousness. When Jennifer came to, John turned into a real psycho. He rushed around the elevator car in fits of jealousy. He opened Jen's gifts for Derek, put on his shirt, lit a cigar. Jennifer is frightened by this, but there is nothing she can do. Because they broke the key, they have to sit here until someone finds them. From idleness, or maybe because he was tired of threatening Jennifer, John notices that the ceiling panels are not bolted, which means they can be knocked out. He climbs up, knocks out the panel and is going to climb the shaft for help. He asks to put him on the ceiling to make it easier to climb, but Jen says that she does not have enough strength. She promises him that she will not call the police and will definitely come back for him if John puts her up to the ceiling. John gives in. However, barely climbing up, Jennifer sends a guard and climbs the stairs to the exit. John is furious. He constructs a rope out of clothes, throws it over the beam above and gets out. He promises to kill Jen when he catches up with her and the girl crawls in a panic towards the locked door. She can't get out. John catches up with her and throws her down, but he falls after him. Waking up, Jen notices the fire extinguishing system. She starts a fire in the lid of her thermos using paper scattered from the bags. Then John comes to his senses. He injured his back, but he can still move. An attempt to attract the attention of firefighters failed. The fire extinguishing system supplied water and the fire went out. Jennifer and John have a new skirmish. The girl manages to tie the guy's hands and feet. She wants to cut off his household with scissors. But then she comes up with a better idea. She tapes herself and John on camera, forcing him to admit that he forcefully held her in the elevator, so that she can later show the tape to the police. John confesses that he does not want to part with the reproductive organ. He also says that he once had a business and that story about a girl. However, only that day they crashed, the girl died and he had to serve 6 months. After prison, he was not hired anywhere, so he got a job in security. He met Jen. He immediately liked her. He missed the female affection and warmth that he received when he was in a good position. John knew that the girl he was watching would never be with him, with a simple security guard, so he made up the whole elevator story. While John was telling Jennifer all this, a mustachioed man enters the building with his girlfriend. John sent him home, saying that he would be on duty instead of him. John said the same to the third guard. The partner wanted to brag to his girlfriend and take her to the roof of the building where he works. However, he did not find anyone at the checkpoint. John was not in the locker room either. Then he looked at the picture from the surveillance camera in the elevator. There was a mess, among which John and Jennifer lay bloodied. John's partner contacts him via intercom and promises to help. His girlfriend had already settled down in the hall on the couch and almost fell asleep. The man finds the right door, opens it slightly and throws the key inside. John kicks Jennifer against the wall and tells her that the key doesn't work. He asks his partner to get in and see what's the matter. When he half climbed into the elevator car, John starts the mechanism and the elevator cuts the man in half. After that, John knocks out Jennifer and dumps his partner's body, along with bloody clothes, down the elevator shaft. He takes Jen's body to the car and goes to the security desk. Here he deletes all records from surveillance cameras and suddenly discovers his partner's girlfriend. He also kills her, and then dumps her into the elevator shaft. After changing his clothes and erasing the traces of blood, John gets into the car and drives to a garbage can somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Here he pours a can of gasoline into the tank, and then talks to Jen through the trunk lid. The girl does not answer. John opens the trunk and realizes that she is dead. He relaxes and goes to the tank to throw away her purse, but at that moment Jen attacks from behind. She hits her kidnapper with a gas canister, gets into the car and leaves. At the end of the alley leading to the garbage can, the car stops. John is perplexed, but decides to take advantage of the situation. He is already walking to the car when he suddenly sees that Jennifer is pulling back. She picks up speed, ready to ram her captor. The lane is narrow, John has nowhere to go. At the last moment before the collision, he jumps into the trash can. Jen crashes into the tank, drives off and gets out of the car to see what's wrong with John. That one, wounded and unable to move, lies among the waste, sprinkled with gasoline. Jen takes out the cigar that John took with his lighter, lights it up and thinks for a long time, looking at John. He understands that now he will burn alive. Jen steps away from the tank, still pulling on her cigar, stops and tosses the butt into the gas. Flames erupt, devouring the debris along with John's body. Jennifer watches as John screams in agony and drives away. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. New videos are coming out every